Hello. Welcome to my yapping session. Hello, my name is Phaenna Zeru. How are you doing tonight? I'm alright. How are you? I'm doing good. I had a really nice meal with lots of veggies and I ate all of my veggies and now I'm really full. Also, I went out today. Okay, listen. Right before we start the game yapping, I have some lifestyle yapping. Listen, right? Okay, I may be completely overreacting here, but okay, I had to go to the grocery store, but also I had a lot of empty, like, glass, what do you call it? Like glass containers that I needed to throw out. So I took them outside. I was like, okay, let me just throw those into the glass bin. The glass bin, what? I don't know what's it called. The thing where you put the glass in and then someone will pick it up. So I went there and I was like, okay, and then afterwards I could go to the grocery store. But next to that, there's like a parking lot, right? And there was a guy in a car with the window open because the weather was nice outside for once. But like, it was already kind of awkward because he was standing so close to like the glass bin, and I was like, okay, I'll just, don't mind me. Let me just throw my glass away. Let me just, I was just throwing my glass away one by one. And then he says, oh, you're doing such a good job. And I'm like, why are you talking to me? That's not what I said, but that's what I thought. So I said, thanks. And then I continued. And I don't know, it kind of feels like a fever dream because I think he said something else as well, but I do not remember. Cause I was kind of like, I don't feel comfortable in this situation. That's kind of creepy, no? Right? Okay, so I'm not overreacting. No, not the ad. I'll wait. I'll just. It's ad time. Can I do anything about the ads? Can I? No, I cannot. Oh my god. Let me just yeah, I guess we just wait. I guess we just wait a bit, and in the meantime, while there's an ad going, let me just do some advertisement for myself, cause I have this new cover. This new cover has come out. It's a full cover of Crossing Field, the first Sword Art Online opening. Everyone knows Sword Art Online. Whether that was your first anime or you've just heard that it's a really bad anime. But the music is top tier. So I did a cover of that, and you should listen to it over on the YouTubes. Over on the YouTube. Yeah, you should. Over there. Look. Look at that nice thumbnail. Forget about Kirito. I'm Kirito now. Yeah. That's what's going on here. Is the ad over? Is it over? I think it should be over. You heard it here first, folks. She's Kirito. Listen. I was just doing some advertisement for myself while the ad was going. So So this guy is saying like, you do such a good job, and I'm like, okay, thanks. And then I was done, but I think I already forgot because I was just in survival mode at that point. I went out of my house not expecting to talk to people, so as soon as someone said something to me, I was like, I just kinda autopilot. I kinda broke. Yeah, so I think he said more things. I'm not sure though what he said because I don't remember. But I was like, okay, well, this is very, very awkward. So when I was done, I just said, I hope you have a nice day. And then I turned around to leave, and he said, oh, that's so kind of you. And I'm like, please don't, why do you have to say it like that? It was like, if you had just said it any other way, it would have been fine. But it was so awkward, and it sounded so creepy. So I put away the very bright pink bag that I had that had the glasses. What? That's a normal thing to say though. Did you hear the start of the story, Waffle? Hi, by the way. Hi, Waffle, how are you doing? So this was a guy that just randomly started talking to me while I was minding my own business, telling me that I was doing a good job at throwing away glass. Yeah. And he was sitting in his car. Yeah, that was like almost right next to the glass bin, so it was a really awkward situation. So I put away my bright pink bag and I crossed the street to the grocery store, got the stuff that I needed, put the stuff that I needed in a different colored bag. And I did not want to run into the guy again, so when I left, I went the other way around. I didn't go back the way I came from. I went the other way. I walked around a building. That's how much I was not prepared to talk to people. I was it was bad, man. I was not ready to be social. There was no social battery left. It was all autopilot. It's a fever dream to me now. I only remember a little bit of the actual exchange. But I remember it thinking, what the hell is happening? This is creepy as fuck. Why are you talking to me? I'm just here minding my own business. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Hello, Blue. I already told you about this. I was just telling them the story that I sent in the group chat. Hello. You're talking about a weird dude this afternoon? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a fever dream. I feel like a lot more words were exchanged, but I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what he said. All I remember is kind of going in survival mode and being polite and leaving as fast as I could. Yeah, Fonzo, yeah. Yeah, so there's that. How was you guys' day? I hope it was a lot better. To be fair, the other part of the day, the rest of the day, it basically didn't do much. Yeah. Did I do anything? Not really. I cooked. I made a lot of veggies with some dumplings and a sausage and rice and more veggies. It was really nice. I went to the ballet this afternoon. I liked it a lot. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Are you also gonna try out ballet now? You want to try it out for yourself? See, I don't think I've ever been to a ballet like performance before. No, wait, that's not true. Okay, I've been to like a dance performance of my sister, and her dance school also has ballet, but like only for like very small children. So I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts. Don't think I'd do it again, but that's mostly because it's pretty expensive and I think I like theater and musicals better. Oh god, no, I can't bend my body like that. That's just practice. That's practice. Grenzen verleggen en zo. Gotta push your boundaries. Oh. I got so passionate talking about the creepy guy from this afternoon. Now it's hot. Like, I should open a window maybe. Alright. I'm too old to push those boundaries now. My body can only get worse from here, I feel. Is it that bad already? Surely it can't be that bad already. You've already achieved what most people achieve at the age of 60. It's a lot of back pain. Bad knees, headaches. Alright. I think have I done anything else lately? I took an entire week off and I was like, oh, maybe I can stream more, and then I didn't. I did not stream at all. Hi, Kuro, how are you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. But what I did do, I worked on this video over there all week. Okay, well, not all week, but like half a week. I worked on that, so you should check it out on the YouTubes. It's in Dutch. I'm really proud. You can finally hear me talk in a different language than English. Doing pretty well. I'm glad. What else did I do? I did a bunch of video editing. Cause this month will be my anniversary stream month. And also, I will be uploading shorts and TikToks every single day again. So that's a challenge. If you have any ideas for my anniversary, please tell me. Please give me your anniversary ideas, because I don't know. I made a list. I do have some exciting things planned. But I mean, ideas always welcome. Yeah. So, and today we're doing a little bit of a different type of content from what I usually do, cause normally I'm just gaming, cause I can give commentary while I game, and watching me game can be pretty funny, cause I'm not good at game. I'm no good. Let's be real. So, but today, I was thinking we do something a little bit different, cause there was a Nintendo Direct recently, and as you may know, I play a lot of Nintendo games, like a lot, like I have a lot of games in my backlog that I might need to play at one point. You did somehow skip an area in Echoes of Wisdom that most people didn't do, so that's something. Wait, I did? See, I'm a master at breaking games. But yeah, they announced a ton of stuff, and maybe we can even check out the Direct that came out before it as well, because the Direct before that's just Switch games. But for now, we're gonna watch. We're not gonna really watch it. We're just gonna go through it, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think about it, cause I need to yap about it more, cause I'm not over it. In the water temple, you went back up with the crawlies, but oh yeah, with the fish. I remember. Yeah. We gotta talk smack. I mean, did anyone see any of the 2-day Nintendo Treehouse Live? Cause they took it down. We went through this Thursday, but I'm ready to talk some more smack. Yeah. Let me just have another sip. My voice is dying. I don't know why. Alright. Let's go over. Is this the right button? This is the right button! Look at that. Okay. I'll put it at like the start of the stream, right? Wait, do I still have music going? I still have music going. Okay, let me just turn off the music. Let me just turn on the video sound. Let's hope it's not too loud. Alright. So let's go. It's going. Alright. Oh my god, look, they got new video for the Direct. Oh, how nice. Oh, how fun. Cool new animation. They're building stuff. That's gonna... I think they did this because of their new, like, not free game that's like introducing the Switch 2 mechanics, like, of the hardware. I have stuff to say about that too. But yeah, we start off with Mario Kart. Okay, right? We have Yoshi's Diner right over there. We have flippin' Mario going. Let me just. Are there any characters here that we haven't seen before? They removed Diddy Kong, by the way. Did anyone notice that? They removed Diddy Kong from... And also the Koopalings, but I don't really care about the Koopalings. I really just skipped for most of the direct because I heard something about Silksong and nothing else seemed important. Wait, but then you missed a very important part. You missed one of the most amazing new characters. Here we have some classic characters. Right, this. You can grind on the rails now. That's pretty cool, pretty interesting, pretty creative. He was my character in Mario Kart 8. Bring back Diddy Kong. maybe he'll come back as DLC, who knows. Maybe, but from what I've seen, they already have over like 50 characters, and like half of them don't even have arms. But yeah. No, I know about the Moo Meadow Scout. That's the important one, yeah. Okay, so we have grinding on rails, jumping on walls. We have the cow, the one, the only, the most glorious Moo Meadows cow. I love it. Who needs arms to drive, right? Did you see the fish bones? Why does the bonefish need to be a character though, right? Why not? Honestly, why not? But I do agree that it should not have replaced Diddy Kong. That should not have replaced Diddy Kong. Also, right? I think when I first watched this, they did some kind of magical girl transformation in the middle of their jumps and changed outfits, but I'm not sure if that was my imagination or that actually happened. I don't know, man. Maybe they just didn't know what to do anymore. I mean, clearly they do know what they're doing. I mean, look at this. Look at, it's a cow driving on a radio. Doing a flip. What more could you want? The coin box, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, this part! Wait, go back. Okay, so you can drive into a truck, control the truck, and then you can eat a hamburger item, that's new. And he transforms into a new outfit. Like, okay, what is this? No one's driving it even anymore. They just got sucked up in a little ball doing their magical girl transformation. Whoa, wait, let me see that browser again. Oh, that looks sick. He looks great. With the sunglasses and everything, and the black shield, that looks really good on him. Peach just looking cute, just Peach looking cute. Look at all the outfits! I love that they can have different outfits, and I really wonder what they're gonna do for Yoshi. Actually, what are they gonna do for the cow? Cause if they're doing this for the main characters, like, what about the cow? I need to know. The flying mechanic is back. Right? Okay, wait, hold up. how pissed off do you think Kamek is that he isn't in the game, but a cow and a fish bones are? A freaking Goomba is in the game, but not Kamek. What? Poor guy. He tried his best so hard. Even Lakitu is in the game. Lakitu, he lost his job, but was allowed to play in the game.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, we're gonna skip through this. We don't care about you guys. But what we do care about is, right? Go back. Right? They're dressed as the Switch 2. We have the left Joy-Con, which is blue. We have the middle, the Switch, which is gray. And then we have the right Joy-Con, which is orange. Look at them, being prepared. That's how you give a presentation. Dressed for the occasion. I'm kind of sad that the guy on the right didn't also wear a gray jacket, or what do you call it, a blazer? Because like the entire Joy-Con is not orange. But they tried. He tried. He did his best. I guess he just doesn't have a blazer. Oh, you're gonna love this? What am I gonna love? Tell me. The Switch 2 is phenomenal. What do you mean it's phenomenal? Oh, wait. I just noticed. I have 2 chats going at once. Oops. Which chat is that? Goodbye. Switch, what makes it phenomenal?
And I'll be one of your guides for today's
Let me just skip through this.
Exclusively on
Why
the Nintendo Switch
does
2
it have
system.
French
Welcome
subtitles?
to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
They have zebras in Mario Land?
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Wait, hold up! King Boo looks so great in that outfit! I want to do another look at that. Look at him! What a distinguished gentleman. He looks great! He looks amazing! Slay Queen!
Will change.
I love that for him. Okay, wait. Hold up. Cause, right? From over here already. From over here, we can already see, like, the kind of rabbit purple thingy. Then there's a bee over there. A crab who does have hands, mind you, or claws. But he doesn't use them. He's just on that bike balancing. The nabbit, yeah. I see a penguin. I don't know what that is between Waluigi and the crab, like above them. There's also the flying mushroom. Diddy Kong was removed for this. The specs are gonna make you smile. I sure hope so. Right? I fully believe in the specs and everything. I fully believe in that. But there are some things that are not as phenomenal though. Why is it so ugly though? Right? I'm at this point I'm having like 15 different conversations in my head at once. I need to focus, guys. Let me focus on Mario Kart first. Somehow, wait, hold up. You see Lakitu over there in the corner, right? What happens? Is there multiple Lakitus? Cause I think he's a playable character too. But like, if he's racing, what? Is there multiple of them? Why is there a bee driving? Because he believed in himself and he got his license. That's why. I don't know how. That's Mario Kart magic. Your focus needs more focus. I know. Nintendo really didn't care who was driving, did they? They cared. They said, no more Diddy Kong, no more Koopalings. But let's be fair, who cared about the Koopalings? Not me.
And in this Mario Kart game...
Wait, okay, what? There's Spike over there? I think his name is... Why does he have that in his mouth? Boo, who doesn't even have legs, can accelerate and brake. Okay, but Boo is a ghost. I think Boo has like some kind of paranormal powers that allow him to drive and take over the vehicle. I think that's at least somewhat fair. But the fish bones though, nah. That's what he does in the game, spit up spike balls? Really? I don't play a lot of Mario games. Just Mario Kart and Mario Party. Look at them go.
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Oh my god, open world Mario Kart. Yeah!
In the classic Grand...
Right, this, I think... I like this. I like it a lot. I'm like, I gotta find friends who want to switch to with Mario Kart so we can all drive together, go on a little Mario Kart tour. No more Rainbow Road though. You don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe once you've played all of them, all of the different cups, then somehow magically a rainbow appears and you can drive on it. Who knows? I have dreams, okay? I believe in them. Well, let's see. We have Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, Whistletop Summit, DK Spaceport. All of these are new courses, right? None of them are like the old ones. Cause this is not just Mario Kart, this is Mario Kart World. And they all need to connect to get to the other city or the other racetrack. So they can't just be putting old stuff in there, I feel like. So all of this is new stuff, which is pretty exciting. But also, I really miss my old stuff already. Mario Kart with whey protein. But it looks really cool though already.
Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Wait, hold up, you're going too fast. Let me check
Grand
out
Prix,
all of them.
Race through 4
Desert Hill, Shy Guy Bazaar. That one looks really cool. Wario Stadium. What? Wait, hold up. Wario Stadium is an old one, actually. I wonder if it will be the same Wario Stadium, though. Will he just get another stadium? Just like there's multiple Bowser's Castle. But I think those get a number attached to them, no? I think those get a number attached to them. But whatever. Oh, an Airship Fortress? That one was on DS. Wait, hold up. So maybe there are old tracks in this, just remade. Huh. Interesting, I didn't notice that the first time.
In a bid for first place.
I do love my Wario Stadium though.
In the classic Grand Prix, race
There's
through
hope.
4 courses in a bid for
DK Pass, Starview Peak, Sky High. Wait, hold. Sky High Sunday was in the DLC of 8 Deluxe. I hated that track. I don't know why. Everyone always chose it, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with this one. I'm sick of it. Why do we have to play this one again, guys? But okay, it's back.
First place.
What else do we have? Crown City, Peach Stadium, Koopa Troopa Beach, Fairway Oasis.
But don't sleep at the wheel.
I
You'll
won't.
also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
That Koopa has sick sunglasses. Look at him.
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in
24
series history,
in each
the
race. Oh my
competition
God.
is gearing up.
That's a lot.
Introducing Knockout Tour.
Now this
Race
is interesting.
non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are
I
multiple
really
checkpoints
like
along
this.
the way.
The knockout.
If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to
That
the finish
seems
line?
like a lot of fun, but playing that online, that's gonna be very
also
chaotic. That's gonna be so chaotic and nerve-wracking, and seems seems like good content. Let's be honest. And then this free roam part.
Drive around this
I really
fast
like
road
this
in
free roam part.
roam.
That seems really interesting to me.
By
Just
going
kind
off-road,
of
you can explore new
just
areas
kinda-
and routes. So drive
Legend of
wherever your
Zelda
heart
Breath of
takes
the
you.
Wild, driving on a bike everywhere
You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
with
And
friends.
even take photos
That
together.
seems so fun. I want to go on a road trip in Mario Kart with my friends, but I need to find friends who want to buy a Switch 2 and Mario Kart first. So that's so if anyone is interested in Switch 2 and Mario Kart, I'll be making an application form so you can apply to be my friend. Okay, have fun with the direct. I'm still on my way home and train Wi-Fi sucks way too much. I'm sorry, girl, they are both way too expensive. I know. Alright, have good luck with the ride home. Good luck. Thanks for being here. I'm American, so I might not be able to get one due to the tariffs. Tariffs and whatnot. Oh, yeah. They did mention something like that, huh? Yeah. So, how's that president working out for you? I'm so sorry, but it's like looking at America from outsider's perspective is like it kind of feels like a high school. Like America is a high school. They just don't think. They just vote for whoever shouts the loudest. I'm sorry. That's what it feels like. I'm sorry. Okay, that's it. No more politics. We don't even get pre-orders for a bit. Not great. Right? Okay. I was checking out like my usual game retailer for a pre-order. Both the normal Switch 2 and the Switch 2 bundled with Mario Kart, both pre-orders already sold out. So, to be fair, I'm in Europe and I'm also not able to pre-order the Switch right now. Though probably I could get it at a different retailer, but you know. Nintendo fans. I don't know, I'm sorry. I just look at it. It looks so fun and colorful. It's just Nintendo does make a lot of fun games. I can't help it. It might be like 2020 again and the console will be super scarce. I don't want that. for the first Switch back in 2017, they also had like they didn't manufacture enough Switches because they thought, oh, this is gonna fail. I was in the 7th batch of pre-orders before I received mine. That's how bad it was at that time. And then with the chip shortage and the scalpers, that got even worse. But then I was like, oh well, I got my Switch, so I don't care. But yeah, it's they did say they would have enough this time though. They did confirm that they would have enough this time. I'm not sure if what they think is enough will actually be enough, but you know, they're trying, I guess. I agree with you, and I love Nintendo. The problem is that if the industry starts charging $90 for the game, the Brazilian market will die, leaving the price extremely inaccessible. It's not $90 though. I keep hearing that. I keep seeing people say it's $90. It's $80, right? It's 80 American dollars, I think. It's 90 euros, but it's $80. I got mine like a month after, and I only got it because the store announced they had inventory online. Also, Nintendo games almost never go, so that's true, that's facts right there. They go on sale sometimes in the eShop, but I'm one of those physical girlies. I want the box. There was something about the physical copies going for $90. Not sure if that's true or not. I think the physical copies are $80. I'm not sure. We can check it out in a bit. I know for a fact that the physical copies in Europe are 90 euros though. That I know for sure. So yeah.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here.
Wow.
Mario Kart World.
Okay, wait, hold up. There's so many characters in this one shot, and yet there's so little characters in this one shot. It's like, where am I even supposed to be looking? What is that? What is anything doing in this game? Like, sure, the characters that were in previous games, I get it. You want to add a Goomba? Iconic. Sure. Let's do it. But the fish bones? What are the fish bones doing here? Let's be so for fucking real right now. What are they doing here? $80 is still a very big problem. This is equivalent to 467.39 reais per game, but Nintendo itself has already confirmed the price of $90 for certain games. I just hope they reduce it to $60, $70. Right? It is very steep. That price is very steep. It's like a third of the minimum wage. Damn. Yeah. That's very steep. I agree with you. Diddy Kong was removed for the filler characters. Still on the Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong. Justice for Diddy Kong. Right.
Game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
This entire thing, right? This entire direct. Every single game, they were like, this game will release on the same day as Switch 2. And I'm just sitting there like, okay. And what day will that be? When will that be? But there's another direct for specifically for Mario Kart World coming in a few weeks. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know what else they want to show, but Diddy Kong was removed. They only added Diddy in the last wave of DLC, and he was removed immediately after. That's so sad. Poor Diddy Kong.
More details
Maybe he
about
wasn't
this title
popular
will
enough.
be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Let me just
So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
turn the sound down a bit.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as.
Yeah, sure. Blah. Alright.
And on the right Joy controllers.
Look at these Joy-Cons. Look, we added
And on the right
Discord.
We've added a new C button.
Think it's around
Let's take a
June
look at some
4th,
new
5th, based on the
experiences it
Zelda
offers.
Switch 2 port release dates. Yeah, it's the 5th. It's the 5th. But like, they didn't say that at this point in the Direct yet. At this point, it was like, look at all this stuff we got for the Nintendo Switch too. And let's not tell you what the release date is yet. Let's only tell you that after like half an hour. Maybe even longer. I was like, just tell me. But yeah, chat function. In theory, it's nice. In theory. But also, all these ads, right? All these ads about this chat function. It's like, people don't talk to each other like that. What are you on about? Nintendo Discord with the quality of TeamSpeak in 2015. Exactly. See, this part is still fine. That's like normal Discord, I guess. With worse audio quality.
A new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Everyone's just gonna keep using Discord on PC. Maybe not even PC, maybe just mobile. You know?
With this feature,
Even mobile is fine.
friends and family while playing a game. Should we follow you? Yeah.
It's a nice function to have, but it's like
While using the game chat feature,
too little, too late,
your voice
maybe.
is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
Also, if I'm gonna use it like this, right? Like this, I'm gonna need to be screaming. I'm gonna need to be screaming at the device, like, hello, my friends, can you hear me? No. I have no faith in it. I'd rather just use Discord, I guess. It's a very unnecessary function. I mean, it is unnecessary. I agree with you there. But there were so many people complaining that the last Switch didn't have a chat function. That it didn't have some kind of voice function. That you had to use the Nintendo voice app or whatever to voice chat with your Nintendo Online friends. That's people were complaining about that, and now it's here, and now we're just looking at it like, is this what we wanted though? If the microphone can capture your voice from this distance with perfect sound, if you sneeze near the microphone, the other person will become permanently deaf. Who knows?
Even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here.
Will it be that bad?
Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a
It,
left.
When it's noisy
it
around
has
you, your
noise
voice will still come through
cancellation
clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay,
or
nice,
something.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you
Like
easily
Discord,
chat with
yeah.
friends and family. If you open the chat menu,
This.
turn on game screen sharing,
This screen sharing thing.
There we go.
you can also share your game screen.
What is this frame rate?
Go on top of that dinosaur.
Really?
What is this frame rate?
Just did it.
This is
Oh shoot! Oh, he tried to.
what's the point? Also, you're streaming your own screen as well. Why?
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh wow, I'm like in the sky right
It's
here.
going so
I'm
slow.
falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
It's going. Why not just use Discord?
So cute.
You can adjust.
It hurts. It physically hurts. It hurts looking at it. So we're just gonna skip through it a little bit. Oh look, we can watch another person stream their game in 5 FPS. That's great. I love that.
So,
Picture here.
with the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
So the C button, right? This C button. This C button that you can only use if you have Nintendo Switch Online. Otherwise, it's just useless button. Why make a button for it if it's just for online users? What? I don't get it. I mean, yeah, I have Nintendo Switch Online, but not for this. You know, it's not.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
And then there's this.
By connecting this camera to
And then
the
there's this
system,
thing.
Hey!
Look at that! Flash tubing, but on the Switch! It's just like the Xbox controller having a button to share content or screenshots. So useless. Look! Somehow the camera has a higher FPS than the game. At that point, you gotta think to yourself, maybe we should optimize this. Why does the camera have better FPS than the game when the game is the main thing you want to stream? That's not, nah. I don't like that.
Even when you're apart, you can play games.
Oh my
and
god,
hang
you
out
can
as
eat, it can feel like you're together even when you're apart. That's great. No. I'll just use Discord. Actually, I just won't, cause I won't have friends with a Switch too. When I see this, the amount I would pay for the console decreases a lot, because think about how much processor is used for this function that is not being used for games. Right? I'm not sure though. Like, if I just don't use it, can the processor just use it for the games instead? Can it just use its power for the game instead if I don't use this feature? Is that an option? I don't know, man. This
in the same room. Play together.
I kind of like it.
Online multiplayer
I like the
games.
idea of it, but the execution of it,
Chat while playing your personal favorites.
not great.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
And the worst thing is that it uses this
Or hold a sports
function
competition
even when you are
between
not
families.
using it. Why?
All together, anytime, anywhere.
But why? Why does it work like that? That doesn't seem efficient.
Online with
Alright, let's skip through
Switch
this. Oh, look at this! Available on the same day as the Nintendo Switch 2. But you guys still haven't told me when that is.
However, since
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game
we'd
Chat.
like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
This is like they had the free online for like a year or maybe a little bit longer when the Switch first came out. This is like that. But I don't think this will hit as hard with people as the online did. Online was necessary for some games, like Splatoon. Who even cares about the main story? You're just, if you buy Splatoon, you're just playing online, basically. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. And did you send anything else? Wait, let me check. Push-ups! Hold up! Why? I'm not thanking you anymore, Judo. Judo, why you gotta do this to me? Why? Let me just do my push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My headphones were falling off my head while doing them. That was horrible. And now my chair won't roll back. Come on. Hi, Judo. How are you doing? Zeru fitness time. Somehow, it's always fitness time. I don't... I gotta do something about that, maybe. I'm a gremlin. Yes, you are. You sure are. Okay. I'm back. Let me hydrate. Let me stretch. You should also stretch and hydrate. Can't have you guys getting dehydrated. Getting into... what's it called? I don't know what it's called. Error. English is failing me right now. I'm never mind. Alright, so game chat. Right? Fun idea. Not such a great execution. I don't think the open access period is gonna convince people. Next.
We hope you'll try it out. And different settings.
Oh my god, parental controls!
Example, whether
I'm a grown up. I
And
don't
if you
care
just have
about
one
that.
game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one
This
game
I like.
with Game Share.
Oh my god, they're like, with Game Share, you can play with your friend, even though they don't have the game. And they're saying it like it's some kind of new feature that they just came up with. That is very special and very impressive that they did that. And I'm like, this is just DS download play. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. This is just DS download play all over again. What do you mean game share? I mean, thanks. Thanks for bringing it back, but it's not new.
As shown
I
here,
like that you're
even
bringing
games
it
that
back,
require
though.
multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have...
Wait, hold up. I didn't notice this in the first one. The first time I watched this. You can also game share to the original Switch and the Switch Lite. Now that's interesting. Does that mean I can game share Switch 2 games only? Or can I also game share Switch 1 games, but only from the Switch 2? Is this a Switch 2 only feature, or is this just Switch wide? Am I able to do that?
game.
Do they
With
say
Game
it?
Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
Local
You
play
can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time.
with other systems.
Game
Online
Share
play
also
with
supports
Game
online
Chat.
play with other Switch 2
Okay, so you can also you can do it online, but only if you have game chat, which means you can only do it with other people who also have Nintendo Online. Which makes sense, I guess.
systems. And
You're
you
gonna
can
play
use it with
game
friends
online?
via Game Chat,
Yeah.
which we showed earlier.
That makes
Game
sense.
Share can only be used with compatible games. This
Right? With these games have been selected for software updates for now. I have Big Brain Academy. I could try that if I had a Nintendo Switch 2. Which I don't. And the pre-order is sold out, so yeah, I guess that will take a while. But that's interesting though. That you can actually game share to another Switch. Like a Switch 1. Like the original. That's kind of cool. I like that. I wonder how they will implement that.
feature is planned.
On the Switch 1 even. Wait, hold. How will that work? That means the Switch 1 will need to get an update. Again. Okay. Interesting.
For several titles,
I like
starting
this.
with a free update for Clubhouse Games 50.
I like
planned
this
for
feature.
Select games Switch.
Hold up. I missed a whole
Game
bunch.
Share support is also planned for
Game
select
Share
games
support.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
Alright.
we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch
Wow.
2 system itself.
A bigger screen! Wow.
7.9 inches.
That's
Switch 2
great,
has a
but I
bigger
have
built-in
tiny
screen.
hands.
Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Listen.
The system's thickness remains the
Listen.
same.
I have small hands.
With
I-
approximately double the pixels
I-
compared
I-
to Switch, you can enjoy games
When playing Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, I was so happy that I could control the camera while also like running, attacking, pressing the buttons, you know? At the same time, because the buttons were so close to the Joy-Con, to the joystick, right? If I use my, it's not a Pro controller, but if I use my controller, I can't do that because the buttons are too far away from the joystick. I can't do that. I have tiny hands. I'll have to use multiple fingers. I don't like that. I don't like to do that. But now Switch 2 is like,
in greater
let's make
detail
the
on
buttons
1080p
bigger.
screen.
And I'm like, no, I want that. Up to
The screen supports
up to 120 FPS, and explain to me why the game chat feature only runs 5 FPS.
up to
Tell me.
120 frames per second.
Explain it to me,
allowing for smoother
Nintendo.
gameplay in
It makes
supported
no
titles.
sense. But okay, yeah, sure. LCD HDR support is great.
And
Love
supports
it.
HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of
Would
the
you look
images.
at that? That looks so pretty. Attach
All
magnetically?
new
Oh
Joy-Con
my
2
god!
controllers connect magnetically.
How
Strong
great!
magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are
Oh,
bigger
those
for
buttons
greater
are bigger.
comfort and control when playing with a
That's
Joy-Con
fine.
2 held horizontally.
I like that. This not so much.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Why? I have tiny hands,
Joy-Con
guys.
2 controller can be used as a mouse.
This
to play
mouse
with
feature?
compatible games.
Wait, is
Both
it
the left controller-
the right one?
Each Joy-Con 2 controller
Oh, no,
can
each.
be used as a mouse.
Each
to play
one.
with
Each one can be
compatible
used as a
games.
mouse. Okay.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
Improved speakers,
By
clear
adjusting the
audio.
balance
That's
between
great.
the ranges,
I wonder what
sounds
they're
from
gonna do
built-in
with that
speakers
mouse
are
feature.
clearer and more natural in
I
handheld
wonder,
and
are they
tabletop
just
modes.
kind of gonna turn the Switch into like a
It
tiny,
has a built-in microphone,
like,
so you can voice chat with friends anytime.
a tiny
in-game
PC, basically?
chat. It also uses noise canceling
With all the
technology
mouse
to filter
features that
sounds,
they got,
so
that
your
they
voice will
added.
come through clearly.
I wonder how people will use that in games though.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system,
Like,
games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional
I
sound,
get how
as if
that
it were
would
coming
work
from
for
all around
games
you.
like Mario Maker. That would make it a lot easier to make the levels. But for a lot of games, I just don't see the point.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like.
Wait, hold up. I need to see that screen. Just real quick, right? Because that's Mario Kart, right? It's just some of the main guys, some of the main people that we already expected to be in the game. Nah, that's fine.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
They say it's a sturdy stand, but it still looks flimsy. It's still like that can break. That can definitely break. Who even the only time I played in this mode, what do you call it? Tabletop mode? The only time I did that was when I was taking it with me to play it somewhere with my friends where there was no TV or anything. Like, I take it to uni and then put it on the table, give my Joy-Con to someone, and then play Mario Kart or something on it. 4-player Mario Kart on the original Switch, it's so tiny. I do not recommend it. But on the other hand, I do recommend it because it's hella funny because you can't see shit. It's great. It's so much chaos.
You can move it freely, like this.
But yeah, other than that, I never
In
used
addition
that.
to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Oh yeah, another one! What happens if I plug an AC adapter in both of those at the same time? What do you think will happen? I'm curious. Am I willing to try it? I'm not sure. But I am curious. I want to know. Maybe only one of them can be
It's
for
handy
charging?
for connecting a USB-C camera
Wait, no. Camera.
or
Or
charging
AC.
tabletop mode.
But what if I use it and both at the same time? Will it
Nintendo
charge
Switch 2
faster?
comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, no, those games are all pretty big games, no?
For storing your game
That's
downloads,
like very big
save
games
data,
they were putting
and
in
more.
there. I don't...
Reading and writing data is also faster.
New dock, 4K
Use the
support.
Nintendo Switch 2
That's
dock
great. I
to
don't have a
connect to
4K
your TV and
TV.
enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
That's nice.
HDR
I'm
is
not
also
gonna do
supported
anything with that.
TV mode.
Maybe instead of a Switch, I should buy a new
The
monitor.
Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Another fan! That's great. All you can hear on the mic will be fans. My PC
Nintendo
fan,
Switch 2,
my Switch
you can
2
play
fan.
Nintendo Switch 2
It's
games,
great.
as well
It's
as
gotta be
compatible
great.
Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Look at that.
Switch 2 isn't simply an improved in lots of
Blah, blah. Oh, this
Exclusive to
game.
Nintendo Switch 2.
We have Nintendo Switch
I'm
2
standing
welcome
over here.
tour. Let me show
Okay,
you
everyone, join
in
me
a
inside the
game form. Let me teach you all about the
There
hardware.
are a lot of question mark icons here.
But
Magnets.
then what they do,
L and SR buttons on
it's
the
like
Joy-Con 2
it's
are made of metal.
it's really it's not really a game. It's like,
in between
hey,
them, so they won't
this is
easily
how it
detach.
works.
Through examining signs like these, the Joy-Con something like
This is how it works.
on two.
I guess
Combining the mouse
it does
controls and
have some game
gyroscopes, things like
aspects.
this are possible. There
They have
some
like
of the
mini
secrets range
games.
from the unique features of the system to tiny Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital.
But then it's paid! What do you mean it's paid? This is literally the tutorial of your system. What do you mean it's paid? I know it's like $6 or something, but still, you can't make this paid. What do you mean it's paid? That makes no sense. That's why? Why would you do that, Nintendo? I don't see the point in this. Is anyone going to buy this? I think most people will be like, oh, it's paid? I have to pay an extra $6. Never mind then, I'll just wing it. I'll figure out all the mechanics of the hardware myself through the games I actually want to play, actually want to spend money on, I guess. I don't understand the decision for this. I guess Nintendo really feels like we shouldn't make things if we don't get paid for it. Like, we worked hard on something, so people should pay for it. And like, yeah, that's fair and all, but not for these kinds of games. Sometimes you just gotta add complimentary coffee to something, you know? And this would be like that cup of coffee. When they've already spent a ton of money on a really fancy meal, which is the device itself. I like that I watched 8 other people's analysis and now yours, and everyone complained exactly the same thing and in the same way with different words. I mean, yeah, cause it sucks. It's just, why? It makes no sense. Yes, this Nintendo policy is already in their DNA. If they produce a product, they will add value regardless of what it is. Yeah. It's just, sometimes, like, they made the game chat feature free for like a year. They could have made this free. Because at this point, no one's gonna buy it. Why would people buy this? The only people that are going to buy this are the people reviewing it. And some poor parents that are like, oh, this is a cheap game, but it looks like a good game. A good educational game for my child. It's like, nah. Most people, like, adult age, are not gonna buy it. I don't think people are gonna buy it. This will be a huge flop, even though it's only like $6.
It's the same shape.
This part, I was so disappointed that it didn't just add a block to it. The 3DS game cards were so funny. Because they just added a block to it. There was nothing inside the block. It was just like a plastic little block on the side so that it wouldn't fit into the Nintendo DS. It was great. I loved it. And then now they're just gonna make the thing red? I don't know if I like that. If it's I feel like it's also the bright like Mario red. Or I guess like it's a Switch red, but not really. Switch red is just a tiny bit darker. It's just, I'm not sure if that will look good. That's the thing. I'm not sure if it will look good. But you know, I guess it's fine. It's a clear difference between the two game cards.
Data reading speeds.
That's fine.
Next up is additional.
Yes, SD cards. That's great. SD cards.
You can
Transfer.
A new
Oh my god, a new Pro controller. Actually, you don't need to get this, because the original Switch Pro controller still works on this Switch too. Also, you don't need to buy new Joy-Cons. Other than the ones that you get with the game, not the game, with the console. So if you have friends coming over, you can just use the Joy-Cons from the Switch 1 and attach them through Bluetooth or whatever, from wireless, I don't know how it works, to the Switch 2, and then you can use those. Cause all they added was the chat button. All they did was add the chat function and make a few buttons bigger. Switch 2 controller now with twice the drift. It better not have drift. It better not have drift. Half of my controllers are drifting. Half of them. It's always the left one. It's always the left one. Why does it always have to be the left one? I wonder, will Nintendo still offer free Joy-Con fixing services for the drift once the Switch 2 goes live? I wonder. I wonder how long they will keep up support for that. Nintendo is the Apple of games. It already has such a large and strong captive audience that no matter what happens, they will buy it. Facts. I know it's facts because I'm part of it. I won't buy the $6 game though. No, I don't want it. You give it to me for free or I don't buy it. That's the deal here. But yeah. New Switch 2 Pro Controller. That's great. We love that. We don't actually, but whatever. But you will. I won't! I won't do it!
Which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced
Why does it have
a
an
few
audio
new
jack?
features, and after today's
Every
presentation,
single
the official
device
Nintendo
is
Switch 2
removing
website
audio
will go
jacks.
live. There
And
will also
Nintendo's
be
like,
an Ask
let's
the
add
Developer
an
article
audio
website
jack to
where
the
the three of
controller.
us
That
will
seems
talk
like
about
a
the
good idea.
development of Nintendo Switch
That
2.
seems like
We
a
hope
great
you'll check
idea.
that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo.
Is it because the Switch 2 can only connect to a Bluetooth controller or a headset? Is that why? That would be so bad if it's that. That would be absolutely horrible if that's the reason why. Oh my god. Woohoo! Evening there! Oh, the new Switch! Yeah, we're looking for the trailer! Or the direct. And I'm giving commentary on everything that I like and I don't like. And, yeah. What do you think about the new Switch? How are you doing, by the way, Roxy? Welcome, welcome!
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on Experience It, so please wait just a bit
June
longer.
5th, that's like 2 months away.
Now, broadly speaking,
Just 2 months away, that's like a really short period of time. But I guess it's fine, but now I gotta decide real quick if I want a Switch at launch or not. That's like, I would have liked some more thinking time. I guess I had like 7 years of thinking time, to be fair. But that was before I saw what it looked like. Right? Okay, wait, let me... See? I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks. You know, like the colored part where it connects to like the switch of the Joy-Con, the colored part of the Joy-Con, and you can see the color peeking out through the gap in between. I don't like that. That's like, it feels very cheap to me. A lot of people have been saying, a lot of people that I watch have been saying, oh, it looks so great, it looks so professional and everything, it looks a lot more like fancy and stuff. And I'm like, it looks like a toy. What are you on about? And they don't even have multiple color options right now. It's just this. I don't see it. I don't see what people like about it so much. Like, okay, I get that they wanted like an accent color, like on the controller. It looks fine on like the joystick part. But then if you do it like that and you want the gap to also be a conscious choice, I feel like you should have implemented it more. Like all over the Joy-Con. Like maybe even have the buttons in that color. I feel like that would bring it all together a bit more. But now it's just like, okay, you have the color peeking out underneath the joystick and then in the gap in between the Joy-Con and the device, and it's like, it looks really awkward. Doing good so far, only the fabric makes us a little crazy, but we manage slowly. That's good. Keep it up, you got this, I believe in you. Make sure you take enough breaks though, so that you don't actually go crazy. And make sure you hydrate enough. Zeru, being very honest with you, this doesn't look like a Switch 2 to me. It looks like a Switch Pro. I mean, what's the difference between a Switch Pro and a Switch 2? Let's be honest. They just added a 2 to it. I mean, it does have different features from the Switch. That's probably why they didn't say Pro, because then you would have gotten like the same issue with the Wii and the Wii U, that people didn't know that the Wii U was an entirely different console. I feel like that same like miscommunication would have happened if they called it the Switch Pro. Cause like you already have the Pro controller. People would have just thought that it would have been a new upgrade to the Switch, but still the same Switch. But it has different features though, so it's not the same Switch. So, PlayStation style. Nintendo Switch 2. Let's go. I actually thought about a PS5 Pro. Yeah. Looking so mad just now. No. I feel like they took the hardware improvement project and ran with it. Oh, maybe that's actually what they did. I didn't think about it like that yet. Oh, now that you mention that, I see it. I can see it now. I get it. Alright.
And you all get to experience it.
Now, games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Oh, game types. You
These
can play
games take
Nintendo
advantage
Switch
of
2 games. That's
compatible
great.
games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
Compatible Nintendo Switch games. Have you guys seen the list of Switch games that are having issues being played on the Switch 2. Because it's a pretty long list. It's a pretty damn long list. It's not okay. But also I looked through the list and I was like, well, I don't play any of these games, so I don't really mind. But I feel like it's not the most popular games, but it's still pretty sad that there are so many games that are having issues being played on the Switch too. It's like, pretty sad. Hope that not getting angry at you when chat is so mean to the new console. Oh man. Chat can be mean to the everyone can have their own opinions about the console. That's completely fine. I mean, I have my own opinions about things that I think they did right and things they did wrong. Yeah. I don't think you should get angry at people for their opinions though. That's like, you're entitled to your opinions. It's fine. I don't mind. But after all this, I still really want to play Nintendo games because they are the only ones that try to do something fun without being an empty work of art like the others do. Right? That's so fucking sad. Yeah, I know. Right? Is Nintendo just has something. They're thinking outside the box and doing something fun with their games. That's the issue. That's the issue with other game consoles and games and AAA studios. Like, okay, wait, hold up. But what I've seen so far from the game studio that made Split Fiction and the other co-op game with the parents that they get turned into dolls. I forgot what it's called. But that game studio, love it. I love their ideas. That is creative. That's what I want to see. But yeah. I feel like a lot of indie game studios, they try to get creative with it. But the big ones not so much. And that's kind of sad. So Nintendo would be the only big one that's really trying to be different. Because they're not trying to join the spec war between Xbox and PlayStation. They're not trying to do that. They're doing their own thing with outdated chat functions and stuff. Adding mouse features to a game console. That's creative. It's the chat function, not so much, but... Some games are real treasure and awesome. Yeah! Right, so what we can play on the Switch 2 is Switch 2 games, compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the
And
third type.
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like
This. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. There will be some games that were released on the Switch that will get an upgraded version for the Switch 2, so that if you use your Switch game card on your Switch 2, you can upgrade the game, download some more stuff, and then you can play the upgraded Switch 2 version of that game. And okay, so the first example they give with the Super Mario Party Jamboree, that's like an actual like good example of how to do it. Because basically, the upgraded version is just extra DLC. you get extra mini games. You get extra game maps or something. I don't know. They showed a bunch of stuff.
Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
They implemented the camera
Expands
function.
on the base game and adds new features.
New features.
Mouse
We
controls,
love that. Mouse games.
audio recognition,
Audio games.
more expressive
We're back to
rumble,
Nintendo DS, guys.
and
That's what it
that
feels
uses
like.
a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
This is so cringy.
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. We're able to see each other's motions.
You
in
see
real
each
time.
other, you do stuff, more games,
The livelier team wins.
new
Bowser will bring
playing
you on
mode.
stage 2
That's great.
with your voice.
With your voice, use your voice, do whatever you want, use the camera function. Play together on a roller coaster.
Game where typically tag games.
It's like a whole bunch of new features, a whole bunch of new mini games added to it. That's how you do it right. But then there's the other ones that are just like, yeah, we upgraded the graphics and the game runs a little more smoother now. When the game didn't run smooth at all on the Switch, which is, I don't know how to feel about that. You should have just made it run smooth on the Switch in the first place. Looking at you, Pokemon. Yeah. Will we have to pay for the upgrades? Pretty sure you have to pay for the Mario Party upgrade, but that's fair, because it's basically DLC. It's basically DLC, so I feel like that's fair. The other ones, that's just like graphics update, like slightly, not even like, it's not even a graphics update really. It's just, it's running more smoothly now. I don't know. I feel like that should not cost money. And proof that our policy is working is that even though Nintendo is smaller than Sony and Microsoft in terms of games, it is literally the richest company that could buy the games division of both and have money left over. Extra mini games will maybe big, not like... I've no doubt that you have to pay for this one. Now there's a camera for your little friends to see you. Yay! No, I think
Launches
for
on
this
Nintendo
you have to
Switch
pay
2,
though.
July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade
Yeah,
pack.
purchasing the upgrade pack. Purchasing means money.
Where you can see each other's reaction games.
So maybe it
Nintendo
will be
Switch 2
added to
editions of
the
Legend
Switch
of Zelda
Online
Breath of the
plus
Wild and
expansion
The Legend
pack.
of
You
Zelda
never
Tears of
know.
the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution.
This enhanced resolutions and frame rate. Several real life Switch game. Nah, I don't want to buy the camera. I don't want to buy that camera. I'll just stick to being a cute 2D anime girl. Right? Zelda. I think the things they added to it, they're fun. But depending on the price, I don't think it's worth it.
And frame rates.
It has resolution and frame rate. Also, these games have been out for years now. I feel like most people have played them by now. And if you haven't, what have you been up to? Breath of the Wild, best game. Game of the year. It was game of the year, and it's just, it's gorgeous. It's so great. It feels empty at times, but somehow it's just fun. It's just peaceful, despite the calamity roaming around. It's just nice. And then there's Tears of the Kingdom, and then you just get a complete sensory overload from the amount of things that you can do. You can't even walk 2 steps, or there's 3 different things that you can see.
Also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother,
They look
higher
gorgeous
definition
though.
graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your
Yeah,
adventures in
Zelda
Hyrule using
notes.
Zelda
That's what I want.
This
You know
new
what this
feature can be
is?
accessed
This
via
is
the
Google
Nintendo
Maps
Switch
for
app on
Zelda.
smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Let's see what these apps actually have. What do they have? Voice memories, navigation, my play data, global play data, daily bonus, amiibo, photo studio, item sharing, and auto build sharing. Item sharing, I feel like that could be really nice for like if you have like a younger sibling or like a cousin that's just starting out and you want to help them out. That seems like fun. And then for Tears of the Kingdom, the auto build sharing. You mean the people who build those giant like robots, like the Gundam robots? They can share the QR code and you can make that by yourself. I literally slept for 2 hours in front of the PC and woke up in the same place in real life while the game was running and I was not in a safe place. Detailed that I fell asleep out of boredom. Damn, really? I mean... Maybe a submarine building? I don't know if you can make a submarine. I don't think you can actually go underwater. I'm not sure though. They built crazy things in Tears of the Kingdom. Yep, thanks Final Fantasy 15. Damn, poor Final Fantasy. But yeah, this stuff, I feel like it's nice. But it would have been nice to have that at the start when we first played the game. Because I don't feel like going back to the game that I finished just for these things. Nah, that's too much effort. Especially
For
Tears of the
example,
Kingdom.
It can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't
And then
found
we
yet.
have
Guidance activated.
Google Maps with Zelda. It's Zelda Maps. Proceed north.
Or you
Take
can
the
share your
second
creations
right.
using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
This is fun. But it's more fun if it's like if you're still playing the game. If you're still going through
We
it.
hope these features. In Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
More DLC for
Along with
Kirby.
improved
I
graphics
didn't
and
play
frames.
Kirby. I don't have this game. But it has the it gets DLC. That's how you do it right.
2 edition.
Metroid is just Metroid doesn't have like the I guess it has the upgrade, but it's just a Switch 2 edition. It doesn't add anything. It's just a Switch 2 edition. Turn on the next street to the left and falling down a mountain. Exactly. Metroid is just a Switch 2 edition. I don't know why it's here.
In addition to standard controls, you can use
Yeah,
mouse
more
controls
controls,
for
I
intuitive
guess.
gameplay
Sure,
on
but that's
Switch 2.
not...
Plus,
That's
you
just
can
a
explore the
reason to
immersive
buy
world
the
in
Switch
4K
2
at 60
version
frames per
over the
second.
Switch version
Or
and not
enjoy
have the
smoother
upgrade.
action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Detail that Metroid
from
is a
these 2
failed
modes,
franchise
both
on
of which
Nintendo.
support
Is
HDR,
it?
based on
Then
your
why have
preference
so
and
many
playstyle.
people been waiting for this game?
Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA.
Now this
which
is a
scheduled to
game
launch
that I
later this
play.
year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version,
And it looks,
but a
it
Nintendo
does
Switch
look
2
so
edition
much
as
better
well.
compared to
By taking advantage of the
like
power of
the
Switch
trailers
2,
that we've
you
seen
can
in the
enjoy your
previous
adventures in Lumio
Pokemon
City with
Directs.
enhanced resolution and frame rates.
But yeah, it's just resolution and frame rate.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Purchasing.
We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
I don't want to purchase an upgrade pack.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the
Monkey Pawns. Like our mother
Joy-Con 2
says.
controllers. Please take a look.
Yeah. That's what they should call them. Why is it a failure with sales of millions of copies, but when you put it next to other Nintendo games, Metroid sales fall more and more in the rankings? But to be fair, they haven't had a good game in years. This game, you know what this game is? This game is the ARMS of the Switch 2. That's what this is. This is, let's show off one of the specific Switch 2 features with a game. That's what ARMS was. ARMS was just like that. It's like a game that some people are gonna buy, but somehow it doesn't gain enough traction. I feel like that's what this is. It's a fun idea, but I don't see it going much further. But if you put Metroid for Sony or Microsoft with the number of sales, it would easily be one of the top 10 or even top 5. Yeah. Fun basketball game. Summer 2025. Sure.
In Dragon Drive.
Look how well we
Next,
use the
here are
Switch
some
2
games from our
features.
Publishing and development part.
I have long observed the lands between.
Right?
This world.
We're
is
at
an
game
agony
trailers now.
of repair.
This Elden Ring for the Switch 2.
See them, can't you? The rays
I
of
mean,
grace that guide
you could get it
through your birth.
for the Switch 2. But would it look better on PC? Probably.
I have
Would it run better on PC?
become Elden Lord.
Also probably.
May you take the throne.
So it's nice that it's coming to Switch, but also it's like,
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant
you know,
Games. Here to say that
maybe
Hades 2
just-
is coming to Nintendo Switch.
maybe just buy it on PC. Hades 2 is nice.
Our first ever
I
sequel
haven't
introduces the
played
Princess of
it,
the Dead,
but I
an
know
immortal
Blue
witch
played
out to
it,
vanquish the sinister
like
titan
Hades
of
1.
time.
And she enjoyed that a whole lot more than I think I ever will, because it's not my style game.
Every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for
But
more
it
about
it
Hades 2
looks really
later this year.
nice. I get that it's good that it's coming out on the Switch.
ストリートファイター6です。
Street Fighter 6, sure.
本体を持ち寄っての
It's nice. I don't really care for Street Fighter.
さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日
Look
に
at that amiibos.
お楽しみに。
Amiibos, how nice.
Boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels.
I don't know
Testing
what
data
is
link with
this.
spine. Normal.
What is this?
Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted,
we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money.
Arsenal.
I'm for sale.
Okay.
You're buying.
Iron Man is not Iron Man.
Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
It's a little too sci-fi for me.
Has almost completed a weapon that was created
And
to destroy all humanity.
I'm not seeing enough gameplay.
In the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
It's like a robot shooter. But what is it really? Oh, it's Daemon X Machina.
Don't they?
Oh, but you can pet the dog. Okay, I'm convinced. I'm convinced you can pet the dog. Oh, what has it come to? No. It's...
This is Joseph Forrest from Halo.
It looks really impressive, but I'm not sure.
Split Fiction!
Woo! I haven't played it.
You play as me, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you this. If you like It Takes Two, you're gonna love this one, trust me.
Oh, It Takes Two, that was what the other game was called.
On the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across
Does
the
anyone
world,
care
both
about
on the
EA
pitch
Sports?
and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the
EA Sports
FC
in the
will be
game.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL.
I don't.
Hi, I'm Alan Hughes.
No.
We are bringing
Thank you
Hogwarts
for
Legacy
being
to
so
Nintendo Switch.
honest.
With enhanced graphics and seamless world transition.
I know people who
You'll be
bought
immersed in
like
the original
every
world like
single
never before.
FIFA game that came
And the
out,
new
and
mouse
it's like,
controls on Switch
but
2
why?
give you even more ways
Why
to
would you do
experience
that?
the
I don't understand. If you have one FIFA game, haven't you just kind of seen them all? It's just football, but different characters, I guess. No new features. I don't get it. The rules of football don't change. Why would you buy another FIFA game? This though, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I have like vivid memories of watching someone else play Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I don't know which one, but he was skating in some underground skate park or whatever. And I was having such a fun time looking at it, but I was never allowed to play it for some reason. But I have vivid memories of it, so I'm kind of like, maybe I should buy this. Maybe I would enjoy it, because I don't know if I would enjoy it, but maybe I should try it. Aloha, Pascal, how are you doing? What are your opinions on the Switch 2? There are people who buy consoles to buy only EA Sports games and no other games. There's so many people like that. I don't understand. It's like, but if you're gonna buy a like $500, $600 console, why not buy actually good games? Why would you... Why only FIFA? There's like... Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Pascal. In the Netherlands, we have this thing that's called Marktplaats, which is basically Facebook Marketplace, but like only the marketplace part. Like people selling their stuff secondhand is just a platform for that. And it's like the biggest platform for that in the Netherlands. And if you look in the gaming section, if you filter by gaming, there's so many people that are just selling their FIFA games. It's insane. It hurts just thinking about it. Oh, it's terrible. Like, why? Why? And it's like they have 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, and it just goes on and on and on. And I'm like, why? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Secondhand is a great place finding really good stuff. You can find really good stuff, yes. But why is there so much FIFA? I understand that football is a very, very popular sport. But to also play every single game that comes out, I don't get it. I do not own a console and won't. Okay. That's a choice. Honestly, probably the better choice. Won't cost you as much money. I'm gonna be very broke. Very, very broke. Yeah, I do not recommend. But also the games are really fun. So maybe I do recommend. But no, actually maybe I just recommend becoming friends with someone who has a console and lending it. Like, for free. That's better. That's the better option. I'll make you a direct offer for your old Switch if you decide to replace it with a Switch 2. I thought you didn't want any consoles, Pascal. What happened to no consoles? Details. Sometimes the game gets worse from an old one to the release. But American Handball also sells a lot. American Handball. Okay, yeah, that took me a while because handball is like the Dutch name for a different sport. It's handball. It's a different sport, and I was a little bit confused, but I get it now. We save the money, but for going on conventions. Yeah, you should save your money for other fun stuff, probably. Don't be like me. I don't want consoles, but if you're getting rid of it anyways, then I can dispose of it for you. Listen, Pascal, I don't think you understand how I work. I kind of collect things. So at one point I went on like the marketplace, like buying spree, buying and selling, by the way. I was trying to make a profit. So anyway, now I own like 2 Game Boys, like 4 Nintendo DS Lites, like 4 Nintendo 3DS, 2DS, new Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 2DS, like that family. Yeah, it's a problem. It's I have issues. It's called being a Nintendo fan. Being a Nintendo fan makes you very, very poor. You see, the American sport is so bad with a name that you can't call it football and you can't call it handball in your country either, right? I got rid of all my consoles. A little bro got my Wii U and DSi for a total of 70, I think. That's a really good price for that. Did you have FIFA? Was FIFA ever released for the Wii U? I don't know, actually. Please don't tell me you had FIFA. Please don't. Alright. But Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It seems fun. It seems like something I would put on my I want this game maybe list and then just never buy it. I do not touch sports ball games. Good. Good choice, Pascal. Great, now you can buy a Nintendo game,
Hello,
but
this
just
is Christian
one.
Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of
Oh yeah,
Assassination, to Nintendo
Hitman.
Switch 2
Hitman is coming.
to accomplish his mission. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as the Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Right? He said, we're excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform. They're adding another character from outside of Hitman to the Hitman series in this Nintendo Switch 2 game. And I was like, I heard agent, and my mind immediately went, Agent P? A platypus? Barry the platypus! And then I was fully disappointed. Completely and utterly disappointed by James freaking Bond. Who wants that? I don't want that. I want Perry the Platypus in my Hitman game.
The world's favorite
Not that I've ever played a Hitman game,
so stay tuned.
but give me Perry the Platypus.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
We only had soccer
Change and
games for
customize
the
jobs to build out your very own
N64 and Amiga.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features.
I had one FIFA game on the PS1 that I got because I got it from my brother. It was my brother's game. And then I played it like a few times and I didn't understand it. I was like, it's just some guys running across the field. And I was just tackling everyone, and that was fun. That was the fun part of the game. On PS1? Yeah, I know, on PS1. C64's Commodore 64 old computer. Ah, see, I'm old. But am I that old? Probably I'm that old, but also I just don't know stuff. Wait, okay, hold up. I miss Bravely Default. Bravely Default.
Warrior of Light once more.
This is like the one game that has been confirmed to have a game key, right? Instead of being actually on the physical game card. That's not good. That's not, I don't like that. Square, step up your game. I thought Yakuza was already confirmed for the Switch, right? I thought it was already confirmed for the Switch. But then Yakuza also coming out for the Switch too. Is this the same Yakuza game that was also coming out on the Switch? Because, I mean, that does make sense, I guess, but I don't remember which Yakuza came out on the Switch. But yeah, I have a friend who really likes Yakuza. He was like, oh, this is the chance, you gotta play Yakuza now. So I think maybe I should, maybe I would try it. Hold up, what am I reading? Besides being FIFA, it's also one of the worst football games on the console. Lol, yeah. Will there be a soft section on the Nintendo console? Let's be honest, if the eShop is as open as the eShop for the original Switch, then yes. Then yes. Somehow they didn't filter those games out. And that is just that I don't know what they were thinking. Are they even selling those games? Never mind. I don't even want to know who is buying those games. I don't want to know. They can keep those games for themselves. Just don't bother me with it. That many going on the lovey-dovey section. Nintendo destroying children's innocence. Oh my god. Yeah, actually, do those games have like age verification on them? Isn't that right? Like, shouldn't that be something that's really important? I don't actually know. I never tried buying those games, so I don't want to know. But probably there should be some kind of age verification on that. Maybe that's what the parental controls are for. We skipped that part. But yeah, Yakuza. Yakuza seems cool. Yakuza seems so random at times. But I guess that's what makes it fun.
To show from our publishing and development partners.
Blah.
Please take a look.
Blah blah. Please take a look. Is it the fast one or is this the one? No, this is not a fast one. Oh! Right?
Who descended from the heavens.
Right, this one!
With the Hylians,
this one I'm actually excited about.
Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
The Imprisoning War!
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
When he needs to tell the story seriously, he becomes serious, but there are a lot of silly things and a lot of fun to do, including the side quests. Yeah, that's what I heard.
This really is the past.
Look, it's Dynasty Warriors! Again! Well, you get to play. Listen. All I needed to know was that you could play as Rauru. I mean, look at the sexy goat man with the long, beautiful hair. Look at him. And he's wielding this glowing spear thingy. Look at him. It's great. I love it. And we have sexy Ganondorf again. It's like, oh my god. And Minoru is there. Minoru just casually turning into a robot. And we can finally see what the hell Zelda has been up to in the past. Also, right? Surely there will be at least 10 playable characters. I'm saying 10. At least, at bare minimum. I am predicting 10 playable characters. Cause there's no way that you can only play as Zelda, Rauru, Minoru, and maybe Sonya. So there will be new characters introduced. If they don't already use the original sages. Right? I feel the original sages. What am I saying? The original sages in Tears of the Kingdom, they got like no personality, nothing at all, and they're all telling the exact same story of the Imprisoning War. But it's like, Nintendo, please give me more characters to simp over. I love Urbosa. I love Reiju. I see another Gerudo woman right over there. She has a six-pack. She has a pretty cool braid in her hair, or like her hair looks pretty damn awesome. I'm like, Give me that. Give me that, Nintendo. Give it, please. Now that is something I want. That is something I want to see. But also, even with those sages there, it's like you have the 4 sages, then you have Minoru, Rauru, and Zelda. That's 7. Maybe Sonya is playable. That would be 8. Maybe, just maybe, right? Just maybe they make another evil route, like they did in the first Hyrule Warriors game, where you can play as Ganondorf. Now that would be really cool. That would bring it to 9. But like, surely they will have to add more characters to it, right? At least 10 characters. At least. Maybe they will throw in some new time traveling shenanigans again. Like, yeah. Cause surely they can't all die in the end. They won't do that. There needs to be a happy end. They did the same thing with Age of Calamity, which I still haven't finished, by the way. But I've heard some things. I've been spoiled. But yeah. Surely they also can't end this game on a bad note. So, you know, 10. At least 10 characters is what I'm predicting. Okay, what have you been saying? I've been just yapping about Hyrule Warriors. He got a gold fleece, yeah. You're making the same argument that Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warrior fans make, and I am included in that. And Xbox throwing ads at me on their Nintendo stream, feel the audacity, unbelievable. I'm thankful that Nintendo let one of the characters have big breasts and it only stayed that way because Koei insisted a lot. Wait, which character? Which one is that? Maybe Zeru in there? Zeru is not a Zelda character. Zeru is not big enough to get into a Nintendo game ever. Okay, maybe not ever, but very likely no. Alright gamers, I'm gonna piss out. See y'all. See ya, Pascal! Good night! Good talking about the games, yeah. Very good talk about the games. I love talking about games. Okay, so right? Okay. The announcement of this game means that I am going to have to finish Age of Calamity before this game comes out. But also, I also still don't have a Switch 2, so you know, whenever I get a Switch 2 and this game comes out, I guess, before that time, I need to finish Age of Calamity. Surely that's possible, right? Surely, what's the release date on this? Does it have a release date? Hello? Coming this winter. Okay, that winter's the end of the year. That's like, it's coming out November, basically. Like, before the holiday season. Right? I can do that. Sure, yeah. That should be possible.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
I know it was.
It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule.
Oh, I love this. Give me more characters. I need to know
now,
more.
Some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
No, I don't want news about
You can
Nintendo
continue
Switch
to
Online.
enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
The name of the character with the big breast is Sia. Oh, from the original Hyrule Warriors. Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new
Yeah.
classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube,
GameCube.
originally released in
Woo!
2001.
I didn't
Here are
have
the
a
titles that will be
GameCube.
available at launch.
I grew up
A
with
Legend of
only
Zelda game
handheld
that looks like a
devices,
cartoon
so
come to life through cell shading.
besides the
Controlling wind using
PlayStation,
a
I
mysterious
guess.
baton, Link sets
But I
sail
didn't
on
really
an
play
adventure
on the
across the Great Sea.
PlayStation because we had
Legend of
FIFA
Zelda,
and not many other
Wind Waker.
games.
Transcending history and the world.
I had Soul Calibur actually on the PlayStation. PlayStation 2 though. I had Soul Calibur, never
Tale of
finished it.
souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D weapons-based fighting game,
But
each
it
fighter
is
comes
fun.
equipped with a different weapon, and Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul
Yeah.
Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races.
This is like,
Featuring
there's
the
a
series'
lot of
first
good games
machine
on this
customization
console.
and story mode. Get ready to experience.
And I have Nintendo Switch
F-Zero
Online.
GX. In games that
But
support
would I play
multiplayer,
them?
up to 4 can play together locally. Or
Would I
online.
play those games? I don't know.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original release.
Like, people were begging for Wind Waker to be brought to Nintendo Switch, and then now they're like, it's on the Switch too. But you know what? It's the original version. It's not even the remake or the remaster. It's just the original one. We don't feel like remaking Wind Waker just yet, so you know, just enjoy this emulated version of it. Which Soul Calibur do you have? I think it's 2. I think it's actually the same one that's in this direct. Pretty sure actually. I think it's 2, but I can check for that after stream. But I'm pretty sure it was 2. Yeah. But I had it for PlayStation, yeah.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Oh, how nice. Okay, right, wait. What do we have here? Super Mario Sunshine. They're like, you know, we had a bundle with the free Mario games where Sunshine was included. But like, we don't sell that anymore. So if you missed that, here's your chance to play Sunshine anyway. That's what they were doing here. Then Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I would love to play that. Cause do you have any idea how expensive old Fire Emblem games are? They're very, very expensive because they didn't sell very well. Like, not on consoles. The handheld ones sold better, but they're still very expensive. So this is a great opportunity for Fire Emblem to bring Path of Radiance onto people's radar. And then they can finally release that remake that, according to rumors, they've been sitting on, that I'm still waiting for. Damn it. And an XD Guild of Darkness, I've never played that game, but so many people love that game, so that would be interesting to play.
Added in the future.
That would be fun. Super Mario Strikers, from the reviews I heard from the Switch version, it wasn't good. Maybe the original is better. I don't know. Chibi Robo, I don't know. Original Luigi's Mansion. Wait, hold up. What's that last game? You're going too fast. Oh, Pokemon Coliseum! That's where I was at! I heard people saying, oh, Coliseum in XD! And I was like, where did you guys see Coliseum? I didn't see it at all. And it's at the end. Like, 2 seconds. See it for 2 seconds and it's gone. People have such good eyesight. I didn't see it.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
But yeah, that would be that's pretty cool that we can finally play those again.
Plus expansion pack.
I know people don't like Pokemon Coliseum. Why? I don't know. Really?
A dedicated controller designed after
Wait,
the original GameCube
is it just XD that they like then?
It can connect wirelessly.
How many Coliseum games are there?
To quickly access game chat.
I thought people love Coliseum. They've been begging for it.
Nintendo Switch Online members will also be available the same day.
The what? Which Switch Online members? Oh, they can order it. Okay.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube.
So I'm confusing the games.
Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our shown here.
This I like. They're like, okay, you know, the other emulator games that we have, yeah, we are continuing support for that on the Switch too, so it's fine. Yeah, that's great. I love that. Love that for Switch 2 users.
On Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development.
Yeah, more games, more games. Show me the more games. Right? Here I was like, hi Toby, how you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Deltarune! Listen, Undertale, at one point I did like a deep dive into Undertale. I was like watching all the gameplay videos and watching the pacifist run and the kill everything run and everything, and watching like theory videos on it. But I never actually played it myself. So there's that. But like, I know what happens. And then Deltarune, I think I did play a little bit of the first chapter, but then a whole lot of nothing. So, you know, maybe it'd be fun to get back into that at one point. Toby, are you okay? Are you good? I still don't really understand the connection between Deltarune and Undertale. It's a parallel story, but I still don't really get it. Me? I'm just a janitor. But it looks fun. And the music is great. And 4 chapters? How many chapters does it have? How many chapters will it have? Will that be Undertale and this game don't appeal to me at all? Really? Why is that? I mean, I also thought that when I first saw it. And then I started watching this Let's Play. And I was like, oh. It's like, would I play it myself? Would I do that to myself, fighting stats? Probably not. But would I watch someone else play it? Yeah, sure. So, like, maybe I'll give Deltarune a shot. Maybe. Not sure yet.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Hi!
Borderlands 4.
Borderlands! I don't care about Borderlands.
An outrageous Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands
He sounds
4
so
will
proud
launch
of
in
his game. It's kind of...
We'll be sharing a lot
It's
of the
not
game in the
it.
months
That's...
ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
played the first one and dropped it. I understand the depth, but I just can't like it. That's fair.
Switch 2 edition of Sid
It's
Meier's
not for
Civilization
everyone.
7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire.
Civ
and guide your
7.
people throughout
I've
the
never
ages of
played a
history.
Civ game.
With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Yeah, it seems like a
Civ 7
game you would
launches
play
on
on
the same
PC
day
and
as
not
Switch
on a
2.
console. But I guess we have mouse
already own
controls
the Nintendo
now.
Switch version,
Guess we
you
just
can
have
experience mouse
a
controls
mini
on Switch
PC
2
now,
by purchasing
so
the
we can play everything.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinx. And I'm Ben Bishop. Our
What's the
announcement
next
today
game?
Is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
More sports
We can't
games.
wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old
Oh, this is the game
They went armed with
where
nothing
halfway
but
through
youthful enthusiasm
it just
and profound
froze the
lack of
entire live stream.
Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay
And just the audio continued. Oh, they fixed it in the video. Okay, I see.
hook, line, and sinker.
See, but you need friends for this.
Really have started.
That's the issue. Where's my friends? I don't have. I have friends. I just don't have friends that
Nicely
want
done.
a Switch 2.
Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail.
At least not
This
yet.
time, for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks.
I fought against Sans and won with that awesome music, but as an RPG and adventure, meh. And as characters, I see the depth, but I can't connect. But the quality of the game is undeniably mainly the issue of the flower and her remembering everything. Friends, what is this? Is it edible? I hope it is.
It's from Dodge Roll.
But yeah, that's fair.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
It's some games are just
Dodge countless bullets
every
and enter
game is
Gungeon's
not
depths
for
in a
everyone, you
roguelike
know.
shooter sequel.
There's things you like and things you
reloaded
don't
in
like.
3D art
I don't like this. This is giving me the
Expect some
creep.
fan
It
favorite
looks,
elements to return.
it's triggering
We're still
me.
working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you
It
in the
looks
future.
very icky. I don't like it. Ugh. What kind of weird carrot is that? This looks like another game that you need friends for. What am I looking at? And why is the carrot still there? Space exploration. With friends. Starseeker. It kind of looks like somehow more sci-fi
Hello,
Pikmin.
my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to
Cyberpunk.
Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077
Didn't
is an
Cyberpunk
open
run
world
extremely
action-adventure RPG
terrible,
set in
like
Mars.
everything?
Thanks to Nintendo
Did they
Switch
fix
2,
that?
You can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters.
I don't know
and
if I want to
discover
risk that.
engaging
Also, it
stories.
doesn't really
And
seem like the game
Cyberpunk
for me.
2077 Ultimate Edition.
Konnichiwa!
Square
Square Enix! Welcome back! Final Fantasy!
ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。本作は
They fixed up Cyberpunk 2077 real well, but playing that on the Switch scares me. Right? Hi, Nami! I didn't even notice. Oh my god. Hi! How are you doing? The carrot is cute, yes.
FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
I'm finally home. Hi, Blue. Welcome home. Wait, hold up. Wait, are we still at Final Fantasy? Is this? Oh no. Okay, wait. This is the recap. Final Fantasy. Can anyone tell me? Is this the first remake? Cause it was like split up in different remakes, right? Did I see Dark Souls? Should I play Final Fantasy VII Remake? I feel like Final Fantasy games are always so long. The first one, okay. This is the first one. Then it might be worth. It might be worth. Yes, you should. So far, I have 3 Final Fantasy games. I have Final Fantasy 10, 10-2, and 12. And I'm like halfway through 10. And then I just kind of stopped. But at that point, I was like, oh my god, this story is amazing and it's great. Let me buy the sequel already so I can just continue playing. And then I just kind of stopped. So... and at 12, I never even started. I'm so bad at playing my games. See, this is why we stream, so I can finally finish my games. Not necessarily on stream, but you should play it. Yeah, okay. But see, if I don't stream it, then there's a real great chance that I won't finish it. That's the problem. The really good story is the original Final Fantasy VII, since the remake has a different story with similarities. I think they brought out the original as well on the Switch, right? Instead of the remake. I gotta say, what I like about the newer Final Fantasy games is that it's less grindy. Oh yeah. 10 has a lot of grind. Don't think I finished any Final Fantasy game except for Final Fantasy 14 because it's my hyperfixation MMO. That's fair. The remake is fun, but it can't be called Final Fantasy VII compared to the original. Yeah, the original is on the Switch. Alright. Should I buy that? No! Finish your games first! Gotta finish my games first! The original Final Fantasy VII is very grindy and I never finished it because Sephi kept beating my ass. That's fair. I mean, he is Sephi. The one and only Sephi. I wonder how he would react if you called him that.
ぜひご期待ください。
So the recap, and then right straight from the recap we go into quick succession. Here's some more games, and they never tell you, but they just, if you're not paying attention, you gotta pay attention during the direct, otherwise you're missing a whole lot. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Doesn't look like a game I played, looks very creepy. Also, randomly, is that Silk Song? People have been shouting Silk Song at every single direct, every single game thing ever for years, and they just throw it in casually, just like that. Oh, by the way, Silk Song is coming out 2025. Lol. Story of Seasons! Here we go. This is my jam, the farming sims. This was already announced the week before as a Switch game. So it comes out on both. And it seems fun and it seems cute and I don't know what to think of it. Ah yes, another farming sim. Let me play my farming sims! Water the Goddess! Oh, thank you for that, Adrian. But listen, Marvelous, like, I guess not Marvelous. I think Marvelous is just the publisher. But the team making these games, the Story of Seasons team, they're really funny. they're like so incredibly funny. Cause like, have you heard about a little game franchise called Harvest Moon? Cause Harvest Moon was like the OG farming sim. That's like Stardew Valley is inspired by Harvest Moon. But then the publisher of Harvest Moon was like, you know, I think we don't like these games. We want to go in a different direction. And the team was like, ew, we don't want that. And then the team kind of left, but they didn't have the rights to the names of the games. They didn't have the Harvest Moon name rights. And then the publishers started making their own so-called Harvest Moon games, which were basically very bad mobile games with microtransactions. And they were terrible, and no one liked them. So the team that originally made the Harvest Moon games started making their own games under a new name called Story of Seasons. And you know what Story of Seasons team is now doing? They are remaking every single Harvest Moon game. This game originally came out as Harvest Moon Grand Bazaar. And now this team is just taking everything back, saying Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. It's a new game. And it's so funny to me. I love it. I am more impressed with how many Story of Seasons there are. They started out as Harvest Moon and then rebranded. It's funny to see both companies being so incompetent, and the fan created a game and suppressed both of them, becoming the reference of the genre instead of Harvest Moon. I mean, to be fair, that's also because Stardew Valley takes a lot of inspiration from other games too, like Minecraft. Yes, I remember New Skin, love the pettiness. It's so funny to me. I love it. They're great. Baby game, I don't. 2-Point Museum, I don't care. Rune Factory, yeah, Rune Factory as well. They took it back, but somehow they got to keep the name for that. I'm not sure. Hot take, I never finished Stardew Valley because I kept getting bored halfway in. See, I have also never finished Stardew Valley. But not because I got bored, it's because I kept playing with different people, and every time I played with new people, they wanted to keep starting up a new farm, and I have never seen winter in Stardew Valley. I have never played a full year in Stardew Valley. The Stardew Valley dungeon is totally Rune Factory. I mean, yes, it is totally Rune Factory, but I like Rune Factory more. Rune Factory less scary. More cutesy monsters. Rune Factory. I just love Rune Factory, man. No! I want to hear Sarah talk about her experience with Stardew Valley. Time to run and get water while I'm in ad jail so I don't miss Phaenna. I did finish Stardew Valley. You did. Yeah, you did. I did not. When is the ad break over? While everyone is in ad break, you should check out my video on YouTube. You should. It's a really good video. It's a really good cover of the Dutch version of Crossing Fields Sword Art Online Opening 1. Yeah. I feel like I should advertise that more. I make covers. I guess we'll have to play Stardew on stream again. I guess so. We did it like once, yeah. Down your back! Alright, and over. So Stardew Valley, right? Never finished it. Never reached winter. I sent a cover to my group chat. They were like, oh my god, thank you so much, Debbie! Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're so great. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Stardew Valley Dungeon. It's totally Rune Factory, but I like Rune Factory more. I just cutesy monsters. I like Rune Factory just a little bit more. And you can tame them. You can tame the monsters. Why would you want a normal cow when you can have a buff cow? Why would you ever want a normal cow? Buff cow. Buff cow is great. Yeah. What other games are there? Wild Hearts? Never heard of it. Looks like Monster Hunter, but old. Witchbrook! This game looks so cutesy. It looks so cozy, and I think I like it. I would like it, and I would have a fun time. And it has multiplayer, but I need friends. I want that game. I love my blue chickens and my dinosaur. Oh, that's true. The blue chickens are great. We need brown cow for choco milk. It's on my Steam wish list. Alright, nice. The pixel art in this game it looks gorgeous. I love it so much. It looks so great. It looks so cute and cool. And there's Puyo Puyo Tetris. I don't really care. This fucker. The bane of my existence. I love it. But please, Rune Factory, give me the information I need. Is it for Switch 2? It is for Switch 2. Trash game. Worst game ever. Wait, which one? Wait. The Rune Factory. The Rune Factory dilemma. Listen. Rune Factory, of course. What are you on about? Listen. You don't want to fight me on this. How do you know? How do you know the new one is gonna be a trash game? It's not out yet. You haven't even been able to play it yet. All you've seen is trailers. Why is it a trash game? Okay, see? You're allowed to have your own opinions, but I'm allowed to ask you your reasoning. At least have good reasoning for it. Right? Rune Factory. The new Rune Factory. It was announced for the Switch. It got a special edition on the Switch. Then they come up with this. They're like, well, let's put it on Switch too. But not as a special edition, just a normal version. And let's not give you guys any information on like, can you upgrade? How much will the upgrade be? And then, you know what I do? They get the special edition. They take everything from the game out of the special edition. So it's just like the goodies, art book, music, whatever, all the stuff you get with that special edition. They pack that up in a box to sell separately. So you can make your own kind of Switch 2 special edition. You can still have the stuff and you can buy the Switch 2 version. But only in America. Europe can't have nice things. Why? Explain this to me, Marvelous of Europe. I'm waiting for an answer. My reason is that I'm provoking you. I was paid by the hospital owner who keeps taking money from me every time I faint. You faint. Don't tell her. Shh. Us Europeans get shafted too much. Exactly. And even, right? Even if Europe does get something, it's always just the UK. What did the UK do to become representation of Europe? I don't get it. Europe is more than just the UK. Especially now that they've left the European Union. Like, there's more of us here. They're not even on the mainland. Did you play that? No, I am European and not released here. I feel that. I feel that so bad. I don't know. They did a lot of colonization or something. So did we. And Brazil is bigger than Europe, and Nintendo doesn't even subtitle games in Brazilian Portuguese. Yeah. Right? It's messed up. You know what? Just US doesn't get anything anymore. The rest of the world gets a turn now. That's also how we can drop the price. Yeah, but we sold the important part to the British. We should have kept New Amsterdam. I mean, yes. Yes, you should have. But then you wouldn't have had me. I'm more important than New Amsterdam. Clearly. I like how the British took spices from India and never used them. Right? What's up with that? I mean, the Dutch kind of did the same thing though. The Dutch also have very, very bland food. We're really good at making snacks though. Fight for our Nintendo crumbs rest of the world. But yeah, Rune Factory, I think I solved the Rune Factory dilemma though. I think I'm just gonna get the Switch Special Edition, since the Switch 2 is already sold out for pre-order at my usual retailer. I could try to buy it somewhere else, but I don't really trust the other retailers that much. Maybe like the blue one, but not the red one. If you know what I'm talking about, blue. Gods, we did, and I hate our ancestors for it. I fucking know exactly. Okay. Got a dip. Have lots of fun. You are amazing. Thank you, Nemi. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed my yapping. Fuck the rat one. Yeah. Never again. See, it's already sold out at my usual game retailer for pre-order. And then maybe the blue one has it. I'm not sure though. But I'm not going to the red one. So yeah. I think I'm just gonna get the Rune Factory Special Edition for Switch. And then get the upgrade when I get a Switch 2. If I get a Switch 2 sometime in the future. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Also, right? Okay. It says this releases same day as Nintendo Switch. And the original release date for Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma was May 30th. They moved the Switch date. They moved the date for both the Switch version and the Steam version. Because there's also a Steam version. They moved the date to match the Switch 2 launch date. Why? Why? I mean, it's 6 days. I can't wait 6 more days, but still. I'm in a chat talking about Nintendo, and on top of that, about the history of the period of great navigation and colonization, and on top of that, with a pagan goddess, best chat ever. Cause they could. I mean, yeah, they could. That's probably the reason. Alright. Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I probably won't play this. But look, it got Storm, and I don't know who that other character is, and that other character, and that is that one Spider-Man guy. What's his name again? The Black Spider-Man. Venom. Venom is his name. See, I pay attention sometimes. Star Wars Outlaws. I couldn't care less. Another recap. Look at that. Look at Oda. Nobunaga's Ambition. I have never played these games, but every time I see Oda Nobunaga, he always looks the same, right? In every single game, you can recognize Oda Nobunaga. And I'm like, oh my god, I know that guy. I am a fan. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm not talking badly about the game. I don't know the game. I've never played the game. All I'm saying is Oda Nobunaga in every single game. Not just this game, like every different franchise. He looks exactly the same. And every time I see him in a game, I'm like, wait, I know that guy. It's like the one guy in Japanese history that I can recognize anywhere. Let me tell you something interesting. Come here. Okay, wait. Let me get a little closer. Yeah. What up? What do you have to tell me? How much closer do I need to get? How much closer? Do you know the bullshit about Yasuke from Ubisoft? No? Who is Yasuke from Ubisoft? What is Yasuke from Ubisoft? How is Yasuke from Ubisoft? How is he doing actually? Probably not good because there's bullshit about him, but the only black samurai in story. Oh. Wait, what did they do to him? What did they do to him? I'm not really well versed in Japanese history. The only period that I kind of know something about has to do with the Shinsengumi. Because for some reason I played a bunch of games that have to do with the Shinsengumi. Not even games, like all anime and stuff. Shinsengumi era, and then there's this one other guy that I know, but I already forgot his name, so I guess I don't really know that guy either. He has been in these Nobunaga games for much longer, and it is made by Japanese people, and no one has complained. They were complaining because he is black and samurai. The West is clear. Why would they complain about that? Why would they do that? Stop complaining about that. I don't like that. Okay, yeah, that's bullshit. Fast Fusion. It's not Mario Kart. I don't care. The Pac-Man game. This is the weird Pac-Man game. Bridal Remaster. This one was also in the direct before this one. No Sleep for Kaname Date from AI the Somnium Blast. See? The Somnium Files, they seem like pretty interesting games to me, but I feel like they go on for very, very, very long. So I'm holding back from getting the games and playing them. Clear was supposed to be, of course. Oh, Reanimal, this looks scary. This looks very scary. Fortnite! Yeah, finally I can play Fortnite! I don't care for Fortnite. Okay, it's still not Mario Kart. My baby! My baby! Professor Layton! Carrying On gave me a little Nightmares vibe. Exactly! That's also the vibe I got! Yeah, maybe it's inspired by that or Sim Studio or something. I don't know. But Professor Layton though! Professor Layton! Puzzle solved. Luke looks kind of weird though. Luke looks really weird. He should just not grow up. But still, no release date. Just 2025 again. I'm just I'm just glad we're finally getting a new Professor Layton game. I'm just so glad. Don't like Luke's design, but oh well, yeah. It's kind of like, I'll accept it, but only because you gave me a new game. Tamagotchi. My cousin had the DS Tamagotchi game, and I played that on her DS for a little while. I didn't get it. I think you should have been there. You should have had a Tamagotchi, otherwise it's kind of like, eh. So yeah. Human Fall Flat 2. I played Human Fall Flat. It was fun. It was also very frustrating because I can't control that thing. But yeah, I get it. It's fun. Look at that. And then another big recap. Switch 2.
We've shown a lot of games so far.
Yeah, a lot of games. Stop talking. What else do you have to show? Creepy game. Very creepy game. He looks like a vampire. Hand reaching out to the other creepy hand. I love creepy games. Yeah, see, that's that's where you and I are very different.
I give you my life. Turn.
Creepy game. Not for me. I don't like creepy games. I like my games very colorful. And cutesy. I love the adrenaline kick it gives me. See, sometimes I play a game and it's like really difficult, and then I finally beat a boss, and then it's like, sure, I'm glad I beat the boss, but I'm more pissed off that it took me that long. I'm not getting the adrenaline rush. I'm not getting it. It's not working the same way. You should probably wash your hair. It looks kinda gross, actually. Oh, is this the new Bloodborne? It's not Bloodborne. I think it was another Blood title. I don't know who made Bloodborne. It's not Bloodborne though. Look! It's a moon from Majora's Mask! FromSoft. Oh, I think this is also by FromSoft. So maybe spin-off series? Spin-off game? Would you look at that? I was right, he is a vampire. Cage. Oh! Why does it have human teeth? Why does it have human teeth? Why is that? Bruh! That is really unsettling. Cause it makes your skin crawl. Yeah, that it does.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon.
That it sure does.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
Big scary guy. Big scary guy on a scary monster. Weird ass dinosaur. Guy singing. Random lady with a hula hoop. Ghosts.
The moon tears will flow for one.
You can't, my guy. I'm sorry, but what is that outfit? First of all, you can't see shit. You're covering your eyes. Second of all, that's not armor, that's pajamas. Thirdly, that stance is like not intimidating. But I guess because it's all of that together, that it makes you think he's a psychopath. And that's what makes it unsettling, because you don't know what he's gonna do.
One alone.
Especially when he has a big axe like that. It's Duskbloods. It's not Bloodborne, it's Duskbloods. It comes out when? But that's a cute creature. That's like a cute rat thingy with wings. 2026, you gotta wait a little bit. And it's exclusive. Oh no, now you have a reason to buy Switch 2. Oh no. Probably that's not. Is that enough? Is that enough? Probably not, right?
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software.
Was worth a shot.
We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game.
More
so please check it out when it's available.
details. Absolutely not.
We'd like to thank the prepared footage
Blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. One more thing. Is it Smash Bros? Is it Smash Bros? No, it's Kirby! Look at that star, clearly Kirby shaped. It won't turn on, damn it! Punch it harder. If it doesn't work, just hit it. Surely that will work. Still need to finish Lies of P and Dark Souls 3, and I wanna play Elden Ring. Haven't even played the original Bloodborne. Aw, that's fair then. Do you know the story behind Kirby? You have this guy, Masahiro Sakurai, I think it was that guy, right? And he made this blob, and he said, yeah, his name is Kirby, let's give him a game. He's also a toddler, let's make him overpowered. Or something. Something like that. I don't know the story, that's just me guessing. I was right on Masahiro Sakurai though! I was right on Sakurai. 2025 Kirby Star Riders.
Which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders.
Air
Riders.
Riders.
Masahiro Sakurai.
Is this just Mario
Next is our
Kart
last trailer for today.
with Kirby?
Please take a look.
I have seen the BTG video. I'll send you a wall of text, okay? Sure. I was looking at this and I was like, oh, what is this? Is this that one fruit game? But then it was not the one fruit game. And then and now I've forgotten what this actually is. Oh, I remember. Wait, hold up. I remember now. Hi, DK. What one fruit game? Bug snacks? Bug snacks. Have you ever heard of this little game called bug snacks? They're like bugs, but they're like, they look like fruits. What is that one Disney Pixar movie called again? It's like Wreck-It Ralph. That's basically this game, right? Look at him wrecking all the stuff. Wreck it, Donkey Kong. Destroy it, DK. I have never played a Donkey Kong game in my life, so it's not doing much for me. Wow, gorilla? Wow! Hot monkey. Bonanza! Great game. We had one for the Wii, but I don't remember anything about it. I liked it, but that's it. I've never played one.
There's a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I feel like this is basically Donkey Kong's Mario Odyssey. That's what it feels like.
And just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground
I haven't played any Donkey Kong game, but that's what it feels like.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
Like some kind of
watching so far.
Very like ambitious Donkey Kong.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
To recap, here's the release date, but we're not giving you the price.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2 as well as a bundle that includes a
also here's the Switch, but there's also a bundle that'll also be expensive.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
It's not even a physical game, it's just download.
But that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And then there's a Treehouse Direct in the next 2 days. And then the whole chat is constantly gonna spam, drop the price, and then they're gonna take down the live stream, the bots. Yeah. They're just gonna take very select clips and upload them as videos with no live chat so that no one will ever find out about a drop the price phenomenon. Alrighty. That was the direct. I thought I would have gone through that way faster than I did. But yeah. Alright. Is there music? There's no music. Let me put back the music. Alright. Let's see. I'm still waiting for the wall of text. Nintendo Switch 2 price. Can I get this on the screen is the next question. MSRP, I don't know what currency that is actually. US? Yeah, I'm getting scared. It's taking too long. Right, let me see. Wait, hold up. That can't be right. Oh wait, no, I can't read. Never mind. I just can't read. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. I can. Look at that. Okay. Cause you know, the Direct gave us a whole lot of information. But also a whole lot of nothing. So, yeah. Switch 2, $450. Switch 2 with Mario Kart, $500. Yeah. I'm not, wait, hold up, cause like, can I find the price of the European Euro version, please? Done. Okay, where is it? Oh my god. Okay. I found good stuff in Dutch. Okay, wait, let me read this wall of text. When Nintendo was entering the American market with arcades, Universal Studios was suing Nintendo due to Donkey Kong Arcade that was making a lot of money, and they were asking for compensation, not to punish Nintendo, but to close it. And its entire structure in the USA, and even break the company as a whole. Nintendo was totally lost. After all, they were Japanese without a big name yet, and they couldn't find a lawyer who wanted to help. After all, it was against Universal Studio. There is more. I was expecting more. Right. While you write your next wall of text, let me just go over the European prices. The European prices. So we have the Nintendo Switch 2 in euros for 470 euros. Not for $50, for 70 euros. What even is that? Does that make sense? Does that add up? That does add up. Oh my god. That is absolutely horrendous, actually. Plus Mario Kart for 510 euros. See, that's only a 10 number difference with the dollar one. But the other one, 470? What do you mean 470? To be fair, I was expecting the Switch 2 to be within the range of 400 to 500 euros. So to me, despite it's still expensive. I agree, it's still hella expensive. But for the console, I think that's a decent price. That's like within my expectations. So I'm not all that mad about the price. I'm kind of mad that it's different from the US price, like number-wise. Probably not if you check out the inflation and the how much dollar the euro is worth and stuff. And I don't know. I'm more bad about the game price. Exactly. Okay, wait. Let me finish the other wall of text. Universal Studios that was imposing at the time, but they found a rookie lawyer named John Joseph Kirby Jr. and he accepted the job. In the end, he at the last moment with Nintendo practically losing the case, he proved that Universal Studios itself proved that King Kong was public domain and did not need to pay copyright, and so he became Nintendo's main lawyer for decades and retired with the company. And that's where the inspiration for the character Kirby comes from. No, it's not. This is the short version. Nintendo history is very interesting. Very, very interesting. The console is okay, I guess, but I refuse to pay 85 euros for Mario Kart. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what we have here. These are Dutch retailers. So we have Bol, which is like a very, very well-known online retailer. Sold out, both. Both of them are sold out. The blue one, the blue retailer. Placeholders, pre-orders aren't live yet. Oh, so they just don't have their pre-order set up yet. Okay. My Nintendo Store, pre-order's not live yet. Amazon, pre-order's not live yet. Netgame is my usual retailer. Sold out. The red one. Pre-order's not available yet. Now available. Switch 2 plus Mario Kart plus some kind of thing that goes around it. Now available. But we don't really trust you. We don't really like you. You always make things more difficult. I like Cool Blue. They pride themselves on customer service and they deliver. Cool Blue does a lot of things right. And like in uni, I had to do like a marketing analysis on them. They have so much stuff like figured out. That's how they became so big so quickly. It's actually amazing. It's so great. Unlike me, I have nothing together. All your games? I've never heard of you. Games! Mario Kart, 85 euros. Right? So the retail price is actually 90 euros. But a lot of the times retailers in the Netherlands price it down $5, 5 euros. So it's 85. Metroid Prime, 80. Netgame, 60. Possible placeholder. That might just be the Switch 1 version though. Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. 75? 75? That game old. The game is 7 years old. Super Mario Party Jamboree also 75. Kirby 75. Okay, looking at this, I'm guessing that the average price for Switch games is gonna be 75 euros and not 85. Which I guess is better. It's still like 15 euros more expensive than the Switch 1 games were. Which was already expensive, like to pay 60 euros for it. But also inflation. Inflation doesn't help with the pricing, man. And also... Yeah, no, actually no, also. It's just that. But dude, I didn't pay that much the first time for Breath of the Wild. No, but this is crazy inflation. This is like inflation plus a little extra for Nintendo. No, it is €5 above the current price, which changed to 70 a short time ago. It's not good. It's not good, I know. It's not good. I'm expecting the big Nintendo games, like the new ones, to be priced at 85, and then every other game at 75 or under. Nintendo can go fuck themselves, they don't need that little extra. That's right, they don't. They actually don't. Tears of the Kingdom also 75. Bravely Default for 40. I'm guessing that is because it's a game key, so it's basically just digital. Wait, but the digital would also be very expensive, no? I think the digital wouldn't differ that much from the physical version in price, huh? Bravely Default just priced okay, I guess. I'm sure that if Nintendo hits $80, GTA 6 will come in at $80, $90 at the industry will do the same as if their games were gold. Basically, yeah. Street Fighter at 60. Street Fighter priced normally, I guess. And then there's a bunch of accessories that I do not really care about. The camera for 60, nah, not worth it. Pro controller for 90, nah. I didn't even want to pay that for the previous one, so. Oh my god, can they dab? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? But yeah, very expensive. People are raging. There's an outrage going on about the pricing. Remember back in the day, there would be E3. Remember E3? That was a thing. The giant electronic games exposition? Electronic something exposition. Yeah, that one. They would have Nintendo Treehouse there. And at the Nintendo Treehouse, there was this duo. One of them was called Kid, and I don't remember what the other one was called. Let me quickly Google that. Nintendo Treehouse. Kid and Krista, I think. Yeah, Kid and Krista. I'm also old, Sarah. Everyone's old here. I only attract old people now. But yeah, Kid and Krista. Kid and Krista were like the main duo talking about Nintendo, and they were so passionate, and they actually knew what they were talking about, right? And then a few years ago, they quit their jobs at Nintendo for reasons that they explained in their YouTube video, because they started up their own YouTube channel. Yeah, Kid and Krista have also reacted to the pricing of the Nintendo Switch 2 and its games. And they are expecting that at Nintendo of America, there's currently a lot of surprise, panic, and a full war room response over the outrage over the pricing. And that's absolutely hilarious. There's like these old PR people from Nintendo themselves who work there that are like, nah, Nintendo, you fucked up on this one. They're like, nah, I mean, we don't work there anymore, but yeah, you fucked up. This on you. It's an actual outrage. Nintendo of America, after the launch of the GameCube, never had decision-making power again. Did it? Never? I mean... never. I know Nintendo of Europe, I know they don't have a lot of decision-making power. Except for the Professor Layton games. Except for those. They have a lot of say on the box art for the Professor Layton games. Because they were the ones who said, nah, let's not put a ton of busy story-related box art on the European version. They said, let's just make it simple. Clean background. With his hat as the main icon. And they said, yeah, that's it. Let's call it a day. And then Japan fought them on that. And they fought back so hard. Because they were like, no, we know the European market. You need to shut up and not listen to Nintendo of Europe. Because those are American people. And then the game sold really fucking well. And then Japan always trusted Nintendo of Europe for their Professor Layton games. Or so the story goes. And it's absolutely hilarious. I love it. Alright. In conclusion, Switch 2 has a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going for it, but the stuff that's weighing against it is very, very heavy. And they're gonna have to address all of the concerns, all of them, before the Switch 2 comes out. Or they can expect something similar to happen as what happened with the 3DS, probably. Where not a lot of people buy it on launch. Though, I mean, looking at this page, a lot of them have sold out already. So, I guess that's not a thing. Professor Zeru, now it can appear in Pokemon. I guess that's not gonna be a thing. Also, with Pokemon launching this year, it's definitely gonna sell well. So yeah. Nintendo has made choices, and I think they're gonna get away with them. I think they are going to have to address the drop the price stuff before launch though. So maybe we will get a complimentary cup of tea, cup of coffee with the device. But that's all I'm expecting, if even that. Yeah, I kinda hope with these outrageous prices it'd be like the Wii U situation, but for some reason people are sheep. The Wii U situation was way different though. Wii U's situation was a lot of miscommunication. For one, they marketed it to the wrong people. Another thing is the naming. The naming was a very, very big one. They're like, Wii U? Is that just a different version of the Wii? Why would I buy another Wii? It was very unclear that it was a completely different console. And that's why a lot of people did not buy it. Many people associated the name with P. why? I mean, I guess it rhymes, but that makes no sense. They're like, why would I buy an entirely new console just to have an extra controller with a screen in it? That made no sense to people. There was a lot of miscommunication about that, and that's partly, like, for a very big part, why the Wii U failed so hard. Also pricing, but also miscommunication. Which is not the case for the Switch 2. Switch 2 is very clearly a new console, going with PlayStation name mechanics, like Switch and then the Switch 2. The free Pokemon will be orange, white, and gold like their clothes. Wow. Switch 2 is just the pricing, yeah, exactly. Switch 2 has everything going for it. Everything going for it except the prices. The pricing is what makes it unacceptable. Best way to show continuation is always 1, 2, 3, etc. Yeah. I mean, it is the most simple way, yes. Either that, or you just gotta rename it every single time. Give it an entirely new name. I mean, there's a lot of things that just use numbers. Windows 9, Windows 10. Wait, was there a Windows 9? Did they skip that one? I think they skipped that one, right? 8, 10, 11. Including the video part of Friends at 1 or 5 FPS. Yeah, that's really bad. But here's the thing, you don't have to use that. So that's not actually working against you. I mean, it's kind of working against you because it's like, oh my god, they kind of fucked up bad on that part. But you don't have to use it. And because you don't have to use it, it's not actually working against people buying it. They're definitely not buying it for the chat feature. But it's not working against it. It is, I still don't understand what Xbox was doing. Best product. Alright. So, my ending statement. Switch 2, got a lot going for it. Price against it. They're gonna have to talk about it at some point. Or they just keep quiet like they did for the longest time about the Joy-Con drift. People are gonna buy it regardless. A lot of people are going to buy it regardless. That's just the truth of it. Ooh, Sword Art Online! Yeah! So I made this cover of this first Sword Art Online opening right over there in Dutch. Cause Dutch is cool language or something. I don't really think Dutch is a cool language, but there's so many English covers already. And like some of the English covers are so popular that they're like almost official, right? Almost seen as official. So let's go Dutch. So yeah, you should totally listen to it over on YouTube. It's right there. It's like the first video that you see under videos. So yeah, Dutch Sword Art Online. Look at me next to Asuna. Forget about Kirito. I'm Kirito now. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk on the Nintendo Switch 2. I would like to do more live streams like this where I'll just be yapping. I want to yap more. I want to be yapping games. I want to be yapping anime. I just want to be yapping. I have things to tell people, and no one will listen to me except Blue. Blue listens to me, and Blue listens multiple times. If you are Kirito, the anime will improve a lot. See, it's all the more reason to go watch it. Yes, Blue does. I could feel you typing out, wait, no, I listened to you, and then I said, except for Blue, and then it was like, backspace, delete. Alright, let me see, is there anyone I can read? If you're gonna yap anime, I will make you watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Really? How many episodes does that even have? Let me check. Let me Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood episodes. Okay, instead of running all, okay, 64. That's how English works. 64. I just don't speak. I also listen because I'm still new here. I just don't speak. I also listen because I'm still new. I mean, you spoke a lot, so N64, FMA 64. That's, I mean, that's more than Jujutsu Kaisen. 64 is not that bad, she says. 64 is not that bad. That's like over a year. That's like 1.5 years of continuous uploads. I will think about it. See, here's the thing. If I start on a new series, I will stop doing everything else. I'll get home, I'll take a shower, I'll put on the show, and I'll watch it until it's bedtime. And then the next day, it's just rinse and repeat until it's done. That's why I'm holding back from watching a lot of shows with a lot of episodes. Cause I have no restraint. Now it has come full circle. Nintendo is everywhere. So yeah, I'll just have to find the right time where I can actually sit back and do that. Because that's exactly what I did with Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, let's see. Who can we raid? We can raid Kuro. Let's do that. So I hope you all had a great time. And I hope you all enjoyed yourself. And does this mean we will be without your streams? I mean, no, I will still stream even if I'm watching anime. Stream is different. Stream is different from me binging on anime and series. That's fair. That's also what I did with JJK. Oh, I see. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will try to stream at least once a week. I don't stream that often, I'm sorry. Life is very energy draining. Alright. I will be sending you over right now. Okay, I hope you had a great time. And hope you have a great day, nighttime, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And flock out.